Hey, so recently I've been watching Yahtzee Crowshaw's Dev Diary series, because currently it's a choice between doing that and going outside. And I don't know if you've been to Europe, but it's presently quite... I think it's cool that he's decided to totally destroy his life by making 12 video games in as many months. I don't have anywhere close to the level of dedication, self-discipline, organizational, or time management skills required to engage in an equivalent exercise of self-destruction. But his tale of woe has inspired me to do something, if not of equal value, because let's be fair, I've never created anything of value in my life, then to do something at least. That's why I've decided over the next 2 weeks and 2 days, I'm going to try and make a video game myself. But Harry, you cry, from 2016. You promised you were going to make an RPG Maker game about some YouTuber or something 1,000 years ago and never followed through. Why should I trust you to follow through now? So here's the idea roughly blueprinted. You're one of those TV judges, a Judge Rinder or Judge Judy-like figure, whose entire job is to preside over court cases held in your TV court from in front of a live studio audience. You have to go through the case and come to a ruling by bringing either the defendant or plaintiff's case's HP down to 0. Here's the catch though. You can't do it immediately, because if the case ends too quickly, the audience will get bored, your ratings will tank, and the show will be cancelled. As a result, you have to balance out your actions such that the audience reaches peak interest before delivering a verdict. The primary gameplay loop, that is the thing the player is doing on a second-to-second basis in the game, is in a turn-based scenario using an RPG-style moveset to either bring down the HP of one or the other case, both cases, buffing them against damage, or trying to appease the audience. I have a few moves in mind, one of which temporarily increases the damage output of one of the litigants if you want to enter the case faster or something by aggravating them and making them, angrier, but I need to think about how to balance it out. The litigants get to act as well, and their primary focus is on winning the case. Obviously, that's why they're there. As such, their AI will center itself on presenting evidence and attacking the other person's case, which you may not want, because it'll either prevent your desired side from winning, or because it'll bring the case to a premature end and cause you to be cancelled. The AI will also attempt to heal itself in the event that its health bar gets too low if it can, and if it can't, it'll try and buy time by citing law it barely understands to increase its case's stability a little bit. I'm thinking the audience can act too, though I don't envision it acting every turn cycle. It can occasionally boo or laugh at one side or the other to demoralize it and reduce its damage output, or it can applaud something the judge or one of the two sides has said to increase their damage output. You don't necessarily want to increase your own damage output though, because it might lead to the case ending faster. Ultimately, I'm envisioning it not being an RPG in the traditional sense, rather an RPG-style management game, where you try and keep the case going in the face of all of this chaos until the audience is sufficiently interested that you can bring it to a conclusion. I'm thinking also maybe there should be a time limit. If the case drags on too long, the audience loses interest and drops off, but that's maybe for a later build of the thing. Right now, I just want to get the battle system working. So that's the plan. The deadline for something to be functional from the day I'm recording this is the 18th of July, which is 2 weeks and 2 days away. I'll be posting irregular updates on how it goes on my twitter.com @HarrySawsome, so follow me on there if you're interested in that. I'll probably post logs on here too alongside the Amnesia stuff so that people can, keep me honest or whatever. Otherwise, please make sure to throw a metal support beam at my ribcage. Cheers.